warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Tennessee Titans and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here we go.
They'll start the drive with Elliott, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Got a man. It's Tunyon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the counter, Elliott. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Tua. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. And that nearly an
interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 48. And his kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. First down, Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And some space here. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. This is Wilson on the jet sweep. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already. So he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Bucs at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
From the 41, Prescott. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Play action now, Prescott. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Elliott. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. He's going to look deep for more. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Titans. DJ Moore, 69 yards.
And the Titans have got it back to within a score.
So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Inside give to Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And he stopped immediately there.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here at their own 15. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 84 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first down.
Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Third and short yardage. Prescott firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Bucs first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Quay Walker came through to make the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Prescott now. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is up to 5. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here we go. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Gonna look deep for Wilson. That's caught inside the 20. And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. A big play that time for the Titans. 69 yards. Now Tua going to try and sneak it.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now the Bucs are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Ready, ready.
On second and goal, Tua got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans have regained the lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 2.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Prescott on first down. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And Prescott, his third interception.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
From the 6. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. This is caught by Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 58 yards.
And the Buccaneers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you got to think Go for two. Tie it up. Go into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's real easy to be bold sitting up here rather than down there and making that decision.
We don't have to make those decisions. Either way, little time left on the clock here in the second quarter. We'll see how this all plays out. So here now is Prescott as his guys will go for the two-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for two to tie the game, and it works out. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their...
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Bucs will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man complete. Touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Bucs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Yeah, the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. But, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Looking to pass. Tua. He finds Wilson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, Tennessee. Here we go. Here we go. On the ball.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott.
And a stop made by Cam Taylor-Britt.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
This is Wilson on a jet sweep.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 37. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On play action, here's Tua. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd down, another shot for Jones.
They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
I would say just add that one to the total of big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Charvarius Ward there to make the stop.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
To throw is Prescott. That's complete right around the 8. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. From 6 yards away. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Yeah, this is going to be a Titans first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Tua now on first down. He's going to look deep for more. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down at 7. On the counter, here's Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 124 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Davis, he'll try to run for it. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Blankenship's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clipped him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They go down it again. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that will be incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And they will take a knee here. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. And they'll indeed take a knee. Here's Cameron Johnston now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And it'll be Titan football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
And they take a knee.
Down. Ready?
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go.
On the ready?
And they will take a knee here.
Here we go, set.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Bucs, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota.